What's up, y'all? And by y'all, I mean, oh, there's somebody. Somebody's there. Hello, somebody. How do? Today is Tuesday, the 20th, and tomorrow is new book day for comic books. And so I have the new shipment in. I'm going to be going through the new shipment and hanging out with you guys and gals and thems and whatever. Everybody is welcome to hang out. And if you have any questions, comment below. I will be more than happy to respond. This is just a nice little hangout sesh. Carol! Hey, Carol. How's it going? Welcome to the store. All right. Let's see. Where's my... Let's see. What do I got? I guess I'm all set up. Max! Hello there, my dear friend. Hello, Max. How are you, sir? Are you doing well? I've got my hat on backwards. I look like Fred Durst, but I do that only because of the light. And I'm all shadowy. So I put on the hat backwards. Having a bad hair day, so what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? All right, let's see. What books do we got? I'll tell you. I'm gonna start with some trade paperbacks. And again, if anybody wants anything that I'm about to show you, please let me know. Comment below, and I will put it aside for you. I can mail it to you, whatever you like. You could do drop-off, curbside pickup, etc. All right, let's see. What do we got? I'm just sort of organizing here a little bit. All right, Silver Surfer Black from Donny Cates. So in the one of my favorite Donny Cates stories was called Thanos Wins, and it's a nice little collection, one and done, from the Thanos series, and it's awesome. And it's the future Thanos who has beaten absolutely everybody, save one thing, and he sends the Cosmic Ghost Rider. It's the first appearance of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. He sends Cosmic Ghost Rider back in the past to grab young Thanos to come help future Thanos with the thing that's coming down the pike. And it's the first time we see the Silver Surfer who is completely black as opposed to silver. So after that, Donny Cates with Tradd Moore went back and did a Silver Surfer Black series, which is also, if you like Silver Surfer, just a nice little one and done. You can just read this and that's all you need. So that's Silver Surfer Black. Giant Days, completely different sort of book. Giant Days is a slice of life, college-aged best friends, having relationship troubles and romance and camaraderie and all sorts of stuff. It's very cute. I read the first trade paperback, loved it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Volume 4 trade paperback is out. Continuing the reboot of the Buffy in comic book form. The Avant-Gardes Down to the Wire, which is a YALSA 2020 Great Graphic Novel for Teens Award winner. The Avant-Gardes. It's also one of Paste Magazine's most anticipated comics. Oh, got 2 copies of that. Invisible Differences, a story of Asperger's, adulting, and living a life in full color. That's cool. Translated for the very first time in English. Invisible Differences is the deeply moving and intimate story of a young woman living authentically with Asperger's syndrome. Man, I do this for book club. This looks real cool. Only 20 bucks? Oversized hardcover? Huh. That's a really cool book club. I might have to keep this in mind. By the way, we do book club here at Hero Complex. Well, we do a Zoom meeting book club, so you don't have to come here. It's internet based. Every other Tuesday night at 8 p.m. History Comics, The Challenger Disaster, Tragedy in the Skies. It's another one that might be good for book club. Persona 5 Manga Volume 4. That's coming out. Star Wars Leia, Princess of Alderaan, manga. That's kind of cool. Discover the story of how Leia Organa comes to join the rebellion against the evil Empire. So it's cool. Hey Noel, what's up, buddy? Magic the Gathering Legends, a visual history. Little hardcover book for your MTG fans. Frankie Comics from Rachel Dukes. The hit webcomic Frankie Comics is back in a new collection of Frankie the Cat's misadventures in full color from Oni Press. That's cute. And Stephen McCraney's Space Boy. Graphic novel. This is volume 8. So that's that stack. We got some more trade paperbacks. Bitter Root, volume 2, Rape and Redemption. We read volume 1 for book club, and I quite enjoyed it. I recommend it. You should check it out. The Punisher presents Barracuda from Garth Ennis. So there is another miniseries coming up featuring Barracuda. So they're finally getting around to reprinting the original Barracuda miniseries from Garth Ennis. So you can catch up on who Barracuda is and why, why he's important to the Punisher. Excalibur number 12 reprint. Marauders number 12 reprint. Single issues. There's also a couple of True Believers, which are $1 Marvel books. And I believe they're all Black Widow based. So there's that one. Champions. Avengers. Oh, and Taskmaster. Because there's a new Taskmaster miniseries starting up. I believe number 1 comes out next week. Maybe 2 weeks. And Avengers. Again. An important Black Widow appearance, one would assume. Hey, Samuel David, how's it going? I think it was Samuel David who wrote a very nice message during the last podcast, I think it was, or the last live stream. And I wish I had taken a screenshot of it because it was so nice and it made my entire day. So thank you, Samuel David. I wish I had a record of that. I went back to the comment section and I couldn't find the comment on YouTube. So that's all right. What was the name of that Asperger's OGN again? It looked interesting. It was called Invisible Differences. That looked good or might be a good option for book club. My Riot from Rick Spears and Emmett Helen. Hmm? 1991, Val, a teenager from the conservative family, has grown up dreaming of becoming a ballerina, but recently, something has changed. She's begun feeling pressure to conform to a specific idea of beauty, body type, and a personality that just doesn't fit. Val meets Kat, a smart, witty girl who introduces Val to punk rock. Along with Rudy, another new friend, the three form an all-girl punk band they ironically name the Proper Ladies. Soon, Val and her friends find themselves caught up in a movement with other girls also starting bands, also finding their voice. Collectively, these Riot Girls discover that their songs ring out loud and powerful, and for Val, there's no going back. This is right up my alley. My Riot. The Riot Girl movement of the 90s, early 90s. Very cool. R.L. Stine, one of my favorite YA horror authors that I read growing up, has a series called Just Beyond. Welcome to Beast Island. That looks good too. It was totally me. I'm so nice, says Samuel David. You're so nice. Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Search, Omnibus. This is all 3 volumes of The Search in one thick boy. So let's see, that's that pile. And we got Sacrifice of Darkness from Roxane Gay and Tracy Lynn Oliver. Another, uh-oh, I disappeared. I'm back. Here I am. So yeah, The Sacrifice of Darkness from Roxane Gay. When I was a young girl, my husband's father flew an air machine into the sun. Since then, the days have been dark, the nights bright. Follow the journey of 2 young adults, Joshua and Claire, each individually shaped by the day the sky went dark, but drawn to each other because of it. Coming of age in this new landscape, they will be forced to confront and challenge notions of identity, guilt, and survival as the darkness grows around them. When fear threatens to envelop all hope they have left, the 2 discover that love, family, and finding the true light in a world seemingly robbed of any will guide their way forward. Sacrifice of Darkness. Is this, so I guess this is like sci-fi, future sci-fi. Ooh, look at this art. Kind of nice. The Sacrifice of Darkness. It was probably how nice you are and about how enjoyable your show is, because you're always too positive and charming. Too positive. This mother is too positive. Stop being so positive and charming. I appreciate you reading the description, but I only heard every 4th word. Internet issues. Ooh. I will show it to you when you come to the store. November, Volume 3, from Matt Fraction. 3 strangers entangled by fate, coincidence, and cruelty find themselves bound together at the end of the longest night of their lives, facing the dark forces of an underworld empire. Apart, none of them will see sunrise. Together, they might have a shot. November, Volume 3, Voice on the End of the Phone. Hey, Volvic Titan? Volvic Titan! Volvic Titan. Just dropped a follow. Bam! Nailed it. How's it going, man? Or lady? Or neither of those things? How you doing? Man, I love Funkos. Oh, well, you came to the right place. I haven't got to this yet. The Mandalorian and the Child Funko Pop 2 set just came in. Maybe this will, it's so glary. Ooh, there we go. Desperate for a chariot? He's right here. Come get him if you're in Philadelphia. All right, more books. More books. Mine, November Volume 3. More people need to be reading this series, including me. I need to be reading November as well, Noel. Oh, you're in Scotland. Ugh, that's awesome. I was in Scotland once. I was there I went to the Glasgow School of Art for a week. Was it a week? It was a couple of weeks I was there. It was, I went to art school here in the States. And so we did a trip over the summer. And we went to London for 1 week. And then the next 3 weeks we were in Scotland. And we visited Glasgow and Edinburgh. It was awesome. Manga or comics? Both. Both. Mostly comics, but I do get in some manga as well. Let's see. Next up. All right. Starting with the Diamond Comics delivery. Oh, we're gonna get along. Let's see. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina presents Madam Satan, #1. So if you've been digging the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Adam Singh got her own comic. How many are there? One. Oh, it's a one shot. And then we have Big Girls #3 from Image Comics by Jason Howard, where basically the story is men turn into giant monstrous kaiju and women turn into giant kaiju fighters. Men are monsters destroying the world. Only girls can stop them. Big Girls. I like this graphic. So yeah, it's basically like 70-foot tall women fighting huge monsters. Oh, the nail polish is cool. Thank you. It's not actually nail polish. There is a company called Color Street, and it's stickers. Because when I actually color my nails with nail polish, it winds up chipping in like a day. So it's actually called Color Street. Color Street. And they're basically just stickers that are shaped for your nails, and then you put them on, and then you peel off the excess stuff, and then you got your nails are all done. I might have a look into Big Girls. It's only 3 issues in, so it's a good time to start reading it. You could probably still track down issues 1 and 2. So Black Hammer from Jeff Lemire, which is a long-running, at this point, long-running image book. Oh, my internet is being stupid again. Shoot. Back. Let's see. Oh yeah, from Black Hammer. So issue 5 of Skull Digger and Skeleton Boy. So if you like Black Hammer, you may not be aware because all you really see here is Skull Digger. But if you look up top, from the world of Black Hammer. So if you have a subscription with your comic shop, let them know if you like Black Hammer, they could be getting you these other Black Hammer miniseries because they all have a different name, but they're in the world of Black Hammer. A lot of people don't know that. They just see Skull Digger. They skip over it because they don't realize it's a Black Hammer book. What's my rarest Funko? I don't really collect Funkos. I have them here in the store, but I don't collect them. So I don't know what my rarest one would be. As for the comic book, maybe Teen Titans #1. I got some pretty old comics here that are worth many hundreds of dollars. And, oh, it might, what was it? Tales to Astonish? No, I think it might be Teen Titans. Aquaman 3. Anyway. Oh yeah, this is a comic book store. I own a comic shop in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the States called Hero Complex, JD's Hero Complex. I'm JD. Let's see if I can turn this without destroying everything. Oh, I'm in the middle of printing. I also design and print t-shirts, so I have a bunch of t-shirts that I have to print. That's why there's a mess of t-shirts here. And there we go. All right, Black Magic from Greg Rucka, #15. We just did Black Magic Volume 1 for book club, and that was awesome. And it's still going in issues. So Volume 2 is already out, I believe. Yeah, Volume 2 is out. The 3rd volume is not out yet. Blade Runner Blade Runner 2019 #11, which I believe is going to be changing its name to Blade Runner 2029 pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that if you like Blade Runner. Conan the Barbarian #15, with an awesome cover. I like the depth on that. That's really cool. It's a great composition. From Jim Zub. Oh, I didn't realize Jim Zub took over writing Conan. It started with Jason Aaron. Oh, and this is part 3. So I'm assuming Jason Aaron's run stopped with number 12. And Jim Zub took over. Jim Zub has experience writing fantasy books. He created and did for a long time a series called Skull Kickers, which is a Dungeons and Dragons type of comedy, sort of comedy. It's like fantasy plus a little bit of comedy, comic book. Daredevil from Chip Zdarsky and one of my favorite artists, Marco Cicchetto, number 23, comes out this week. With, I'm assuming, a guest appearance by Spider-Man. Oh, I love Marco Cicchetto. It's so good. I follow him on social media, and it's fun to watch him do his digital drawings. Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance, number 12 of 12. So this wraps up the Jim Henson series. My wife really liked the Dark Crystal TV show that was out. God, was it this year or last year? Dune. House Atreides from Boom Studios. I have never read a Dune book. I've never seen the movie Dune. I'm curious about the new version of Dune, the film. And this is a lovely cover by Jay Lee. Super gross. And there is an alternate cover from Dan Mora, of course, because Dan Mora is all over the place. It's funny, this looks like the building from Blade Runner. And then there's an alternate cover, or variant, which is just the Jay Lee variant in black and white, with no title treatment. Dark Crystal Age of Resistance on Netflix was canceled. Yeah, I heard that. To be fair, I didn't know that there was supposed to be a second season. I thought it was just like a one and done. So there's more Ten of Swords coming out this week. This is number 9, part 9 of Ten of Swords, but it's also Excalibur number 13. And Cole wants the first Dan Mora cover of Dune. Sure. Have you haven't read Dune, have you? No? We'll put a post-it on it with your name. No. Bam. So, Titan, what do you do in Scotland for fun? How are you guys doing with the coronavirus? Are you guys dealing with it much at all still? I haven't heard anything from the Scotland side of things regarding corona. COVID. I tried to read Dune in high school and like the terrible movie, which I watched a lot in my youth. So no, I know nothing other than the general conceit of the story. You've watched the movie a bunch, but you only know the general conceit of the story? Is that because the movie itself was not a well-done adaptation? Is like the movie very different from the books or something? Is that why you don't know the conceit? I don't understand. More books. Oh, Carol, I'm normally going to school every day and living in Poland. Apparently, I am told I am Ukrainian. My last name is Ukrainian, and that's where my knowledge stops. I am a mutt. I consider myself a mutt. I am like 19 different, what's it called? Ethnicities? I'm from like a bunch of different places. The last name happens to be Ukrainian. The movie is not well done and tries to fit 100 pounds of story in a 10-pound bag. That's a favorite of yours. The overstuffing a tiny bag with too much. I don't think I don't think I heard that phrase before meeting you. That's not a dig. That's just I've noticed. Faithless number two. No, Faithless 2 from Boom Studios. Number 5, an erotic depiction of faith, sex, and the devil in the tradition of the Divine Comedy. From Brian Azzarello and Maria Lovett. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. There is the regular cover, and then there is the nasty cover. There's it's in a bag and board because you're not allowed to see how naughty it is. Who did this cover? Oh, Tula Latte has a lot of the erotic covers for this book. That seems to be their go-to. Although they've also gotten Becky Cloonan, who is a favorite of mine. Firefly, number 21 from Greg Pak, Boom Studios, based on the TV show and the film Serenity. Same here, JD. I'll mutt myself. Nice. Knowing only the movies as reference is basically just knowing the high-level plot. It's true. Valid. Falcon and Winter Soldier from Marvel Comics. Ooh, I like this cup. Very dynamic. All the different people in jetpacks fighting while falling. That's pretty dope. Ooh, and the art's nice. I might have to check this out when it wraps up in trade paperback. It's almost very Dan Moore-esque. Wouldn't you say so, Noel? It's got a little bit of Dan Moore in here. So that's Falcon and Winter Soldier. Family Tree number 9 from Jeff Lemire and Phil Hester. Don't know much about this series, to be honest. TBH. Fantastic Four number 25. So, I've noticed, originally there was a Chadwick Boseman little thing in the front on the top of every book. And now it has enveloped the entire outside of the issue. There's a whole border now for Chadwick Boseman's what's it called? What is that called? It's a tribute. And then there's another painting of Chadwick Boseman back. Ooh. Who's drawing this book? R.B. Silva is drawing the new issue of Fantastic Four. I did not know this. That's why it looks so dang good. Ooh, boy. Yeah, man. I love me some R.B. Silva. Shoot. I got to catch up on Fantastic Four. Gideon Falls, number 26, a horror book from Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino. They always have very evocative and mildly creepy covers, which I respect. Empire Aftermath, Guardians of the Galaxy 7, Let's Talk Politics. And there's Marvel Boy. I like Marvel Boy. I haven't read much of Marvel Boy since the Grant Morrison that created him. It was a miniseries that created Marvel Boy. But there's something about him I like. Maybe it's his biker shorts. He's always got this like biker short. He's got long sleeves, skin tight, and then biker shorts. Why not? So, for anybody joining us on Twitch, on our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/ColtsPopGo, we also do things called Thunder Rounds, where we review a book for 60 seconds. They're just quick little videos. And then we also do every Sunday morning at 10, well, it was at 10:30 a.m., but I think we might be moving it up to 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings. So join us. We live stream a review of the comics from this week, as well as discussions about broader pop culture topics. So give us a like, a subscribe, and all that other hullabaloo. Heist number 7, or How to Steal a Planet, from Tobin. Is it James? Not James. Paul? Paul Tobin. From Vault Comics. The back says, okay, so everything's going wrong. Eddie is now working for the Dignity Corporation, and he and a few billion other folk are trying to murder Glane. Surely, though, Glane has a contingency plan for this, right? Maybe? Something? And if suddenly living in the center of a storm isn't bad enough, Glane learns his master plan is just a cog in the true mastermind's plan. Who's in charge here? Heist. Hey, Jaydles. Hi, Melly G. How's it going? How you doing? Iron Man number 2, Christopher Cantwell with art by Keifu. I really like the first issue. It's a nice soft reboot for the character. He's having a midlife crisis and trying to figure out who he wants to be moving forward. He feels lost, a little drift, set adrift. And so he's trying to figure himself out. And that's what's going on in that book. Juggernaut number 2 from Nicieza. I never knew how to say this name. Fabian Nicieza with art by Ron Garney. How do you say that? Nicieza? I don't know. Molly Hebert Wilson. Molly HW. How's it going? Tonight is Movie Club. We're going to be talking about scary stories to tell in the dark. Noel's going to take a big old dumpy on it. Can't wait for that. Maestro number 3, Peter David. Continuing the... I'm assuming this is a origin story of Maestro. And how he gets to where he is in the... what was that miniseries? Future Imperfect? Art looks nice. It's got a little bit of Dale Keown, but also some Ladron. If you remember that guy, Ladron. It's got his sort of coloring motif. Marvel's X, number 6. I believe this is the last issue because I see a trade paperback coming out for it. I'm looking. Does it say the end at the end? It's got some Alex Ross sketches. Very nice. You gonna tell me are you the end? Or is it just the... So many pages to flip through. Oh, it doesn't tell us. Oh, maybe it's not the last issue. But I do know that the trade paperback is coming out soon because I just ordered a bunch. What? I love the movie. Immediately restarted it and watched it. Shut up, Noel. You fibber. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 55. You got the shiny edition. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Nomen Omen. Ah, speaking of which, I believe this cover is from... It is Marco Cicchetto. The previously mentioned Marco Cicchetto from the Daredevil series. He did the variant cover for Nomen Omen number 10. All right, that's that stack. Let me get you a new stack. Let me move my spaghetti. We got Rat Queens, number 22. Nice effect on the skirt. The skirt is see-through, and they drew it. They just drew it using a texture, not lines. Kind of cool. Noel says, yay, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 55. Oh, Molly's working. Me too, Molly. All right, so, warning. This cover might upset you. depending on your political beliefs. But Savage Dragon number 253 came out this week, and Eric Larson always likes to do covers that reflect his political leanings if he can. And this one has Malcolm Dragon endorsing Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for President and Vice President of the United States. Decision 2020. So, I noticed when he posted this online, there were a lot of people who were very, very upset. And they were like, how come you didn't draw Trump? And then he said, I did draw Trump on a different cover. And then he showed that one, and people did not like that either. Scumbag number 1, the world's fate rests with the world's worst person, from Rick Remender. The Scumbag. I'm curious to see if I'm going to like this. I generally don't really enjoy reading characters who are the world's worst person. Although I do like John Constantine. He's got a heart of gold somewhere deep down. Rat Queen. Oh, yay to Rat Queen, says Melissa. Eric says, Rat Queens has so much potential, I feel like it can't find its purchase as a story. I've only read the first 2 volumes, and I quite enjoyed it. Shadow Service from Vault Comics, number 3. Another really dope-ass cover. Look at that. That is nice. So excited for Scumbag, says Noel. And this one has 2 different covers. Oompa, loompa, scoodly derps. Something is killing the children comic. Doopa, 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 doop. James Tinian IV. World-renowned writer James Tinian. Spooky book. I read the first volume of this and quite enjoyed it. Then I missed an issue, so then I fell off. But I'm going to catch up. Ooh, Jenny Frison alternate cover for Something is Killing the Children. That is nice. Does anyone else see Jennifer Connelly? A little bit? A little Jennifer Connelly in that one? Jennifer Connelly? Anybody else? Oh, and then there's another alternate cover, which I believe is the thank you variant, which doesn't have any title treatment on it. Oh, are you going to do a Thunder Round this week? I'm going to do one for Amazing Spider-Man number 50.LR to maybe explain why there's a point LR. I quite enjoyed the book. Spoiler alert. Also, Batman 101 comes out this week. Not part of it. We haven't gotten to that yet. Don't jump ahead. Jaydles, what are you doing? Gotta confuse the people. OMG, totally. It looks like Jennifer Connelly. Yes! I got that good eye, son. Oh, that's more Spider-Man. Oh wait, did I do that one? Okay. Amazing Spider-Man 50.LR. This is, if you have a subscription to AMS, Amazing, no, ASM. I was right the first time. ASM, Amazing Spider-Man. If you have a subscription to this, I already ordered you this. If you have a subscription, it doesn't matter if there's a point, you're still getting it. So fret not, my friends. Molly says, yeah, that one does look like Jennifer Connelly. I see it. There's an alternate cover of ASM number 50.LR. I like these characters. So 2 issues ago, they introduced the Order of the Web. Not a fan of the name, the Order of the Web. But I like the characters in the Order of the Web. So it's pretty cool. Spider-Woman number 5 or Legacy issue number 100. One hundo. Read the first couple issues of this. This is solid. I'm really enjoying this. They put her back in her... Oh, no, they didn't. They keep drawing her in her original costume, even though she's wearing the new costume in the book. Why you do that? Oh, what's this one? What is this? See, this is the costume I like. The Spider-Woman costume, my favorite. This one. She's got the shades. She's got the leather jacket. Got the little belt. I love this. This is a great costume. I was really sad that they got rid of it in lieu of the skin tight one, the unitard, you know. But anyway, it's Glenn. So I don't know why he drew her in the original costume. Not a huge Greg Land fan. Who cares? That costume was brilliant. It was cool. That was a good costume. I realized it happened at the same time that Batgirl got her new costume, which was also like a leather jacket and yellow boots and shades, I think. But I don't care. I think it was dope as hell. ASMR. Amazing Spider-Man rules. Oh, ASMR. Oh, that's cute. Like an ASMR video. Star Wars Bounty Hunter number 6. I did not realize. I figured this would be... Hold on, before I say anything else. I thought... Okay, great. Okay, I'm not lying. Okay. So I was surprised. I thought this would only be a 6-issue miniseries, but number 7 is coming out. So, that's cool. Stillwater number 2 from Chip Zdarsky. I believe we read Stillwater number 1 for the podcast. I'm trying to remember it. Oh, wait, that's a Walking Dead preview. Never mind. Ooh, I was like, zombies, what's going on? There's a preview for the Walking Dead colorized version in the back. Fooled me. Why do all new costumes seem to get a jacket? Because, Eric, if I may, I feel like there has been a negative response overall to women in unitards, in like just bodysuits, where they just look like they're naked and their costume is literally painted onto their body. So I think adding a jacket to it sort of negates that a little bit. Even if the rest of the costume is kind of a unitard, put a leather jacket on top. And that's not me making fun. I approve. I approve of, like, not every woman has to be painted, have her costume painted on, you know? Stranger Things one-shot, Halloween special. Now, Michael Morici. Why does that name sound familiar? Michael Morici. I have a delivery. I'll be right back. Oh, shit! Thank you. Who's this for? This isn't us. This is same thing again. This is upstairs. Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Well. Your friend and cohort, JD, left his keys in the building. The door to the building. The Amazon guy was out like, keys are out here, you dip doodle, you doodle derps. The town where no one seems to... Oh, that's right. Okay, I really liked Stillwater, but flipping through the issue, I couldn't remember what the first issue was about. Yeah, the first issue was great. Oh, I like that. Huh, thanks for reminding me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 110, from Eastman and Sophia Campbell. Is Sophia drawing it or just writing it? Oh, I think she's writing it as well. Tag team writing. The art is by Jody Nishijima. Vagrant Queen number 5, A Planet Called Doom. Apparently there was a TV show for this. From Matt Visaggio. Venom number 29 from Donnie Cates. And Ross, I'm assuming Luke Ross. Let's see. Is it Luke? This looks like Luke. Yep, Luke Ross. Number 29. Part of the Venom Beyond storyline, which is going to be leading into the King in Black storyline. Oh, new number 1 from Marvel. I am curious about this. I do not have a lot of experience with Marvel's 1970s horror books, but here comes Werewolf by Night. Anybody used to read Werewolf by Night? I don't know anything about it. Another 10 of Swords crossover issue. This is 10 of 22, and it's X-Men number 13. We are plowing through this crossover event. We are absolutely just running right through it. She hasn't drawn since the first arc. She just writes Turtles now. What a bummer. Sophia Campbell's art is awesome. I wish she was drawing the Turtles more. I'm running out of place to put these books. Oh, I'll put them back in the box. And then what's this? Oh, we got more. Oh, nothing. The books are fine. Okay, so we did that. X-Men. You Look Like Death, Tales from the Umbrella Academy from Dark Horse. So again, if you don't know to look for You Look Like Death, you might miss that this is an Umbrella Academy miniseries. So make sure, if you like Umbrella Academy, you're looking for You Look Like Death. All right. So those are the Diamond books. I'm going to grab the DC books from UCS. Oh, DC, for anybody who doesn't know, DC has changed distributors yet again. So I went from only being able to order from Diamond for DC books to now then I could only order from UCS for DC books. And now they're changing distributors. They're getting rid of UCS. And Lunar is now going to be my new distributor, who I've never ordered from. So I get to start this process all over again. It tickles me. Bye, Noel. He's having connection troubles. Although, so am I. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's not Noel. Sorry, bud. All right. More DC books. Oh, quick side note, since it's sitting right next to me. I have recently this year become a big Kelly Thompson fan. Except for the first storyline in her new Captain Marvel series. I've really enjoyed her Captain Marvel run, and she created a new character called Star, and Star had a 5-issue miniseries. I loved that as well. So now I'm going, oh, maybe I like Kelly Thompson. I do not like Deadpool, but Kelly Thompson is writing Deadpool. So I'm going to have to try this out. The trade paperback just released, and it's got the first chunk of books from Kelly Thompson. So just on her name alone, I'm going to see if I can get into this Deadpool book. I like the movies for Deadpool, but the comic books never really keep my attention. Let's see. Dropping books. That's okay. All right. So there's some YA books from DC, and they're making cool little gift sets. So DC graphic novels for kids. Gift set with a slipcase, and it's got Superman of Smallville, The Secret Spiral of Swamp Kid, Black Canary Ignite, and Dear Justice League. So I really like that DC has have a push recently, and Marvel have been having a push lately to create books for the younger readers. Because you're not going to get new readers unless you appeal to the young ones. People like me are going to die out, literally. So you got to keep bringing in the kids. There's another one that is more teenage based. So these are for like much younger readers, and then this set looks like it's for the slightly older set, and it's got Mariko Tamaki's Harley Quinn graphic novel Breaking Glass, Daniel Page's Mira Tidebreaker, and Lauren Miracle's Under the Moon, a Catwoman tale. And the front says resist, revolt, rebel. So that's kind of cool. I like that they're putting them out in chunks of like age groupings. It's a good way to do it. All right. So, the Joker War ended, was it last week? Maybe 2 weeks ago? Samuel David, I liked Dear Justice League. Oh, is it funny? You said it was funny? I haven't read it. It looked cute, though. Batman number 101, From the Ashes of the Joker War, ... A New Day. I'm really curious about this, because I love the Joker War. Some of my other cohorts on the podcast weren't as impressed by it. I thought it was a lot of fun, especially coming off Tom King's run on the Batman series. So I thought it was just a bucket of fun. And now I'm curious to see, from the aftermath of the Joker War, where we stand with Batman and Gotham City. So, 101. Nice cover from Gilliam March, towering over Gotham. And there's an artist cover with Deathblow. No, not Deathblow. Grifter. Is it Grifter or Deathblow? Who is this? They both have the same kind of mask. Ah, thanks, Brian. He loves my young readers section. Yeah, this is Grifter. This is cool. Okay, so yeah, Batman and Grifter teaming up. I wonder whatever happened to Deathblow. Besides his stupid name. Deathblow? What the hell? Oh, and if you're stoked about the James Tynion stuff, or curious about the James Tynion stuff that started after Tom King left Batman, nice hardcover of their Dark Designs, which is the storyline that takes place as soon as Tom King leaves or left, and leads directly into the Joker War. You don't have to read this to start the Joker War, but it would help. My nose is so itchy, pardon me. So yeah, oh, and it's got art by Jorge Jimenez, who's really climbing the charts on my preference list. He's so good. If you liked Batman White Knight and The Curse of the White Knight, Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn. Now, read White Knight, and I loved it. And though I do have some misgivings, some mild misgivings about someone involved in that. And I haven't read Curse of the White Knight, but I'm going to, because I'm interested in the world he built. And I like that it's still going. And it's got an alternate cover. So yeah. Although, I don't know where this takes place. I don't know if this takes place after White Knight, but before Curse of, or if it takes place before White Knight, or if it takes place after Curse of. In a new age of villains, only Harley can save Gotham. Oh, wait. Never mind. I guess I know where it takes place. There's 2 big spoilers on the back. So if you haven't read Curse of the White Knight, the back tells you some key information that I was not privy to until just now. Yeah, it takes place after Curse of. Sam Dave. Samuel David. Catwoman number 26 from Ram V and Blanco. Who's Blanco? Or Fernando Blanco. This is another Joker War tie-in, Collateral Damage. The new Queen of Alleytown, or Father Valley's next victim. I don't know who Father Valley is. Oh, and then there's another cover by Jenny Frison. I never know if I'm saying that right. Frison? Jenny Frison? Damn, that's nice. Oof. If it's after Curse of, I am going to have to read that before this. Same. I don't know why I fell so behind. You know why? Because we got too many damn books to read. That's why. It's a pretty great problem to have. Another book that comes out today and tomorrow. Well, tomorrow. Brian says, I love her covers. I know, me too. She's so good. I hope she can make a living off of it. I wonder what else she does. Dark Knight's Death Metal Rotten King one-shot. Long live the King. This is another character who was introduced in Death Metal, and I like him quite a bit. He is basically just a murderous Bruce Wayne who hasn't grown up yet. It's an alternate reality where Bruce is evil as a child. It's kind of like the movie The Good Son, if you remember that. Starring Macaulay Culkin. And there's a Justice League tie-in for Death Metal, number 55. On the high seas of on the high seas of hell. There is an artist cover for that as well. And I always confuse this artist with Olivetti. Not Olivetti. Who are you? Why do I keep doing that? Oh, Simone Bianchi. Simone Bianchi. Too many books. Too many books. For anybody who doesn't know, our YouTube page now has a URL. We have enough subscribers that we have our own URL, and that's youtube.com/CultPopGo, CultPopGo. CultPopGo. So you can subscribe and hang out with us. It looks like we're going to be wrapping up soon, so if anybody has any questions that they would like to ask, please hit me up now. I always, I'll be honest, I always get a little nervous every time I have to do one of these live streams, and by the time it's over, I miss it. I'm like, oh, I gotta go do actual work now. I like hanging out with my friends. All of you out there are my friends, whether you like it or not. Molly says, all of the books. I just keep buying more books, even though I have a stack I haven't read yet on my bookshelf. So you know what you do with that? You start a comic book shop. I did. Metal Men number 11 from DC. I have not read a single issue of this book, but it looks like it ties into death metal, melting into the dark multiverse. I wonder. Weird. I'm curious. Like they haven't, like it's not listed as one of the crossover books, and yet there we go. Let's see. What's my favorite type of dog? It's a pug. I like pugs and boxers. Is that what they're called? The little boxers. I also like the little floofs, like the you see on YouTube. They're just like little clouds. Is it a teapot corgi? Tea kettle corgi? What are they called? They're so cute. I love them so much. What I do with the stacks is I just keep growing the stack. See, you're using the word problem, but I'm hearing, you haven't written it there, but I'm hearing air quotes. It's a problem. Nightwing number 75. I'm excited to, ooh, is that Dan Mora? Who's that? Who's drawing this cover? I'm looking, oh, it's Travis Moore and Alejandro Sanchez. He's back. I thought that the idea was really cool. Nightwing gets shot, it glances off his head, he has a brain injury, and he forgets that he's Dick Grayson and he forgets that he's Nightwing. And I was like, oh, that's fun. You know, it's very sort of dramatic, a little too much, but I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. He doesn't remember being Nightwing. He doesn't have any of the, you know, the mental health issues that one might have from watching your parents fall to their deaths because someone murdered them. And he gets to try to live a different life, and I thought that was so cool. And then I just didn't care about the storyline after that. Like, what they did with him, it didn't keep my attention. I'm sure there are people out there who are like, no, it was amazing. Let me know if it was amazing. I just sort of stopped reading it. But now that he's back, I'll definitely be checking out issue number 75, which is another one of the Joker War tie-ins. Because I do like Dick Grayson. So I'm curious. And there should be an, yep, there is a, apparently there's several Nightwings. I'm curious about that too, because again, I haven't been keeping up with the book. I read the last couple of issues just because that's what it was part of the Joker War storyline, and that's where Dick Grayson becomes Dick Grayson again, as opposed to Rick Grayson, I believe his other name was. So I'm curious about that. He's got a new girlfriend. She seems cool. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Number 106. Just our luck. The sandwich isn't real, but the ghost is. Zoinks. Let's see. Teacup Corgi. Yes, Samuel David. Thank you. They're just the cutest little shits. I love them. They get tall enough. Free end tables. Nice. If I have a comic book end table, everyone better use a dang coaster. I will murder you if you don't use a coaster. Molly Hebert Wilson, Magic the Gathering cards. Nice. Our storage unit is currently about 30% my books. My storage unit is 90% my books. Teen Titans 46 from DC. Uh-oh, someone's mad. Look at him. He's upset. Where's Damien? Grr. Arg. This has been a great run on Teen Titans. I've really enjoyed this. I'm issues behind, but I really liked what, was it Glass? Robbie Thompson is writing it now, and Jesus Marino is penciling it. But let's say somebody Glass started off this new version, and I really liked it. I'm predisposed to like the Teen Titans, though. There's an alternate cover. An artist cover, if you will. Ooh. Nice. Who's this cover by? Let's find out. Oh, it's Peach Momoko. Momoko? Peach Momoko? All right, so that's the Teen Titans. I showed you the trade paperbacks. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything I missed. Oh, there are some things. Speaking of, someone earlier was asking about the pop vinyls. Adam Glass, thank you, Noel. Our storage unit, oh, I don't have a storage unit. I just have way too many bookcases. So the Craft, one of my favorite witchy movies. Here's Nancy. Firuza Balk from The Craft. We are the weirdos, mister. Also, I don't know if you know, I did a The Craft poster, which is right there. I kind of had a Liechtenstein sort of stylistic approach to it accidentally. I drew the whole thing, and then I added the tone effect, and I was like, oh, I just did a Liechtenstein. Whoops. So yeah, that. There's Nancy, and then there's, keeping it on the goth level, Edward Scissorhands. Look how sad he is. He's so sad. And it comes with the giant dinosaur topiary. Is that the word I'm looking for? Topiary? The big dinosaur bush. And all right, so that and that. Did you see they're remaking The Craft? I don't know how I feel about it, but I try not to poo-poo in movies before I see them. But it's like a sequel. Here's the thing. It's a sequel to the first movie because they find a picture of Firuza Balk's character in the trailer. And it looks like it's the next generation of The Craft. And I think my issue with it is this version of The Craft, they seem to have superpowers as opposed to just like witchy hexes and stuff. There's just like, they're like kicking people across the room and stuff. But like in the middle of the school where everyone can see it. And then the character in the new movie says the exact same line, "We are the weirdos, mister." Oh, I disappeared again. Oh, there I go. So, yeah, I know it's not a remake, but it looks like it's not a remake in the same way that The Thing was not a remake. There was John Carpenter's The Thing, and then they did a prequel which had the exact same plot and the exact same beats almost. And it takes place, yeah, before The Thing, but it's almost the exact same movie. That's why I'm like, it's a sequel. I also got, for people who love The Mandalorian and The Child, this little window cling for your car. So you put this on your car. It's 14 by 10 inches. And I'm wondering if I should I just, this might be mine? I might just put this on my car? I might buy this for old Jaydles? I don't know. It's kind of cute though. All right. Anything else? Anything else? I'm looking. Nope. I guess that's it. So I'm going to get out in a minute. I'm going to finish my tea, and then I'll head out of here. And I will see, hopefully, many of you tonight for Movie Club, where we're going to talk about Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the film, which was, I believe, co-written by Guillermo del Toro, and is, in my estimation, a great addition to your Halloween season. If you like sort of all ages or YA horror stuff, I think it fits in the realm of like Monster Squad or The Gate. It's not quite as dark as The Gate. I love The Gate. That's one of my favorites. It's probably more in line with like Monster Squad or Vampires versus Brooklyn. Even though Vampires versus Brooklyn, I think, is more of a comedy horror YA. I just love it. Because when growing up as a kid, you know, I was a little too scared to watch Nightmare on Elm Street too many times. But I did like the sort of softer horror stuff. So, and lately I was kind of ruminating on how there doesn't seem to be that many YA horror movies around anymore. So, last year's Scary Stories, and then this year's Vampires versus Brooklyn. I was like, oh, this is great. Some scary movies to show my infant when he's born. No one's here. No one's saying anything. I'm all alone. All by myself. No one was looking. I was thinking of you. Oh, yeah, did I mention I was by myself? Well, I guess I will talk to you guys later on. I will be here again next Tuesday, around 2 o'clock, 2:30. I forget. In the two-ish, in the twos. Samuel says, homework. Carol says, don't worry, I'm here. Bye, Samuel David. Have fun doing homework. Have fun doing homework. Great show, JD. See you later, friends. Boom. Doodle, Sam Daves. Bye, Carol. Bye, Noel. Bye, Molly. Bye, everybody else. Please like and subscribe. We do Thunder Rounds, which are 60-second review videos of comic books. I'm going to start doing some Thunder Rounds of like different things, maybe some movies, stuff like that. And yeah, every Sunday morning at 10:30, we do the live stream where we review that week's shows, or that week's comic books. Ugh. Comic books, not shows. And we do the Gutter Talk segment where we just talk about overarching pop culture news. We read your emails. We talk to you as you comment below. All right, guys. Oh, Noel heard me singing the Green Day song. He said, that's my second favorite masturbation song. Is your first favorite masturbation song also the Green Day song? Longview? Bye, guys. Love you, and I'll talk at you later.